Day 2 of auditing experts in GTM on their LinkedIn posts to see if they are full of shit. I'm with Enzo Carasso. He says, I'm a bit of an outlier for this, but the reason I don't cap sending volumes for any clients is simple. I believe our responsibility is to completely change the trajectory of their business. Okay, that's a good claim, but your constraint isn't actually your agency's willingness or not willingness to send volume. It's usually because you don't want to invest in the infrastructure, the emails and inboxes to do it, and also the TAM. So if your TAM is small, you have 10,000 accounts or 15,000 accounts, you can't be blasting tens of millions of emails every quarter because there just isn't enough people to target. This, I think, is a little bit misleading because it's not Enzo or his team choosing to limit the sending volume. The second thing it goes on to say is that we're adding 2 million ARR in 6 months, tripling their business. Nobody offering 40 qualified meetings or 25 opportunities per month is even the same conversation. End of the rainbow revenue is all that matters. But the idea that Enzo's team can take full credit for this is not true, in my opinion. The reality is if he's doing cold calling, LinkedIn DMs, maybe he's doing some cold email, but it's only a piece of the equation. And the thing that's making this growth happen is probably product market fit, a great offer, good price point, a really hot market, a great post-funnel lead capture, sales process, some really good closers, among other things that are at play here. So the idea that Enzo's agency actually had this impact unilaterally, in my opinion, just a false claim. So it says, instead of trying to maximize our margins right out of the gate, I believe we're going to transform their business so dramatically that they're going to keep hiring people. That's a good point. You don't want to bite down margins. I don't know what his price point is. If he wants to share his price point, I could tell you if he's cutting down on margins, he might be just charging a premium, saying he's not taking a bunch of margin, but who knows until he actually shares that. My problem with this post overall is that I think it is grossly oversimplifying the reality of GTM. I get it, it's a LinkedIn post, but also it's just unrealistic for most people doing cold email. The problem with these types of posts is it lets every other cold email outbound person in the world think that they can get these types of results too without considering TAM constraints, offer, all the different things that go into success. I also think that any of the top 100 agencies can do the same thing and get the same result with the right client. This is really more about client selection than anything else. I give this a C- because I think that it's overly hyperbolic, a little too dramatic, and it's really not realistic for most people. That's all for now. I'll see you guys on the next audit of the day.